get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. The Philippines is in the last stretch of preparations for the Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia next month. Marty Bautista with the story.
A little over 2 weeks before the 32nd Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia, the Philippine Sports Commission continues to iron out certain hurdles in the preparations. Among them is the budget allocation for various national sports associations, or NSAs. PSC Chair Richard Bachman said there were only 43 sports under the PSC back in 2018. But now, it has ballooned to 73 sports, although the agency's budget remains the same. With this, the Commission formulated a matrix to determine which sports are in dire need of funds. Bachman stressed the need for the NSA to perform well in tournaments as well as to keep their liquidation records clean.
So we did finish the matrix already for everyone to actually get on board, and this is how the way to go. For an NSA who wants more money in the succeeding years, then they have to perform, and once they perform, the matrix will help. They'll win, get more grade in the matrix, and they'll get more money.
Some 840 Pinoy athletes will suit up and fly to Cambodia for the biennial meet. Apart from the coaches, team staff, and other delegates from each NSA, the Philippines will be part of 38 disciplines for the SEA Games. Among those who will banner the country are Tokyo Olympic silver medalists Nesty Petesio and Carlo Paalam for boxing, Carlos Yulo for gymnastics, and EJ Obieno for pole vaulting. Several NSAs have already requested for training camps abroad and equipment ahead of the Games.
Some examples of the request would be equipment, which we are actually aligned naman and updated on providing them funding for the equipment for all sports. Also, yung training abroad leading to the Cambodia. So, lahat kami, updated naman kami. No issues. Uniforms are all set, so walang problema.
The PSC vows to continuously support Pinoy athletes in their respective campaigns. In the last edition of the Games in Vietnam, the country sent 656 athletes and mustered 227 total medals. 52 of these were gold, good for fourth, most among participating nations.
The PSC or myself also is just trying to take care of the athlete with their allowances, with their food. I'm going around all the areas and visiting their practices, visiting their training. I just came from last week from the rowing practice. I'm going to continue doing that, and hopefully, just to support them.
The SEA Games will take place from May 5 to 17 at the Cambodian capital of Phnom Penh. Before that, a send-off party for Team Philippines will be held on April 24 at the Philippine International Convention Center, where President Bongbong Marcos is expected to attend. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
One of the squads who will be representing the country in the SEA Games is the men's volleyball team, which has been officially included in groupings for the biennial meet in Cambodia next month. The men's volleyball team was excluded from the initial draw on April 5 after a clerical error, which has since been rectified by the Cambodian Organizing Committee. With this, Team Philippines has been slotted in Group A alongside Singapore, last year's bronze medalists Cambodia, and gold medalist Indonesia. Meanwhile, the women's team had earlier been drawn into Group B. And still in volleyball, Thai coach Thai Bundit is set to return to the Philippines after a successful stint mentoring a club team in his home country. After winning titles for both the men's and women's teams of Club Team Nakhon Ratchasima, Bundit has flown back to the Philippines. Reports have it that Bundit will be working with both the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in the PVL as a consultant. Creamline as the defending All-Filipino Cup champions, while the Flying Titans were booted out of the playoffs in the recently concluded conference. Bundit previously served as head coach of Creamline from 2017 to 2021, and prior to that, he coached the Ateneo Lady Eagles from 2014 to 2018. We're taking a quick time out. The game on One News Now will return after this. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Serbian tennis star Novak Djokovic is still dealing with an elbow issue ahead of the Srpska Open. Coming off his third-round exit at the Monte Carlo Masters last week, Djokovic is looking to get his preparations for the French Open back on track. He says his elbow is not in ideal shape, but is good enough for his round of 16 match against French foe Luca Van Assche today. The game will be played on the clay in the city of Banja Luka in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The tournament is one step closer to the French Open, which starts on May 28th. And Japanese senior citizens are changing perceptions on what older people can achieve as they take their talents to the pitch for an over-80 football league. People aged 65 and up represent nearly a third of the Japanese population, but these elderly prove that age doesn't matter when it comes to enjoying sports. Soccer for Life, the organizer of the Over-60s Football League, began in 2002 with only 4 teams for players aged 70 and up. It has since grown to 18 teams this year, including those who are part of the Over-80s League. The number of teams is projected to expand to 26 by 2026. Soccer for Life Secretary General Yutaka Ito says that even though Japanese society is graying, through these leagues, the elderly are able to stay in good shape. Back here in the Philippines, the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings and the TNT Tropang Giga will dispute the pivotal 3-2 lead in their PBA Governor's Cup Final Series later today. Both teams tallied wins alternately throughout the first 4 games. That's why TNT is looking to break this pattern by riding the momentum of their Game 4 win. They will try to do this without their star RR Pugoy, who is out for the series due to a fractured pinky. Meanwhile, Ginebra will try to keep the sequence going by gunning for a bounce-back win after a dismal performance in their previous matchup. Game 5 is set at 5:45 p.m. at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. You can also catch the game live on One Sports and TV5. Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the news day continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.